I don't think a lot of y'all niggas know the magnitude of this shit right here, man. You know what I mean? Before your boy Roll Titan go in on any other shit. First of all, I got an announcement. This Sunday on Zoom, me and your boy Ravana Noon, you know what I'm saying? We got a class, Harnessing Chaos Energy as a Black Adept. 7 o'clock p.m. Sunday night on Zoom. You can hit up Dark Occultist 99 for an invite. Hit up Ravana Noon, you know what I'm saying? Dark Side Unleashed on our IG page. Hit us up for the invite because we going in on some shit on some different methodologies and practical methods on how to harness the energy that you embody, the energy that you basically do everything with, that you work with. You know what I mean? Holla at us Sunday night, Harnessing Chaos Energy as a Black Adept. But as you all know, you know what I mean? I've been on y'all niggas' heads this week. I got a lot of energy, a lot of creative ideas, a lot of, you know what I'm saying, a lot of condensed thoughts I have to come through with. I got to pour it out. You know what I mean? I got to release it. And this is making videos, talking the shit I talk, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Conveying this message to people, communicating with other people on the same wavelength. It's a form of an art for me. It's a form of a release, like therapy, so to speak. So I have to put the shit out there. You know what I mean? So I don't really understand. I don't really think y'all niggas understand the magnitude of this shit right here. Y'all looking at this shit like it's Thanos. You know what I mean? Nigga, this is a rogue tight, nigga. This is a hypercism. This is the deific mass that I embodied, created, using the framework, the symbolic framework of Thanos. The mad type, nigga, when I'm the rogue type. You feel me? See this shit right here? Infinity Gauntlet shit, you know what I mean? Niggas know what this shit is, but niggas don't know how you can use this shit, especially on the astral. How you can take any artifact, any item within physical reality and make that shit, infuse it with magical intention. Infuse it with, you know what I'm saying, with your thoughts and intentions, the thought forms and all kind of other shit that you might want to, you know what I'm saying, put to it, you know what I mean? And make it do the things that we read about and that we watch on screen that these infinity stones do. You know what I mean? The thing I want to focus on today is ambition, right? Whatever that you are aspiring to do, whatever that you're a goal that you set, you know what I'm saying? Be hungry for it. Be hungry as this motherfucker was. Be as hungry as this motherfucker was and attain these infinity stones to carry out a goal that he set forth. You know what I'm saying? And don't let nothing stand in your way. Not your family, not your wife, husband, kids, anything. You got to put yourself first on the thing that you want to attain for yourself and let nothing stand in the way of that. You got to be ambitious. You got to have a vision. You know what I'm saying? Write that shit out and follow it through. Follow it through to the T. You know what I'm saying? Whatever it is, and know that you can't fail. You know that there's going to be obstacles in the way, but you can look at those as challenges. You can look at those as blade or the sharpeners for the blade that you are. And you know what I'm saying? As you sharpen the blade, you're just going to be more potent or more ready to just go through any forms of limitations, any forms of doubt, fears, whatever, you know what I'm saying, within your subconscious mind. You know what I mean? So, but how I use ambition, how I use the, you know what I'm saying, the creative imagination to want to set a goal. My foundation for my goals is doing shadow work and being ambitious and about my journey and going through my subconscious mind to attain the goal. And that goal was to always turn my pain into power, transmute any form of limitation into strength going forward, to go through with any other future occurrence when I'm doing my shadow work. And it's frequent and it's constant to just make it easier. You know what I'm saying? You should be ambitious. You should be excited. You see what I'm saying? About traversing the deepest recesses of your subconscious mind to see what's there. You know what I mean? To see what's there and see how you could take that energy that you deem negative, that you buried and covered up with shit and all your bullshit, basically. Scrape off all that bullshit and you got a nugget. You got a motherfucking infinity stone. Put that motherfucker on and power up off that shit. You know what I mean? Yeah, nigga. Don't try to copy my shit, nigga, because next week, nigga, I'm gonna be on some cosplay type shit with this motherfucker on, with my mask on, reading probably the Necronomicon or Cycloman. So you might see that shit online. Niggas gonna be taking photos. Niggas gonna see sigils on me and shit. You know what I mean? Niggas gonna be like, what the fuck this nigga on? You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck is going on here? Not realizing that this motherfucking mask on is a form of motherfucking radionics. I got shit all hooked up on this shit. I got shit I'm adding to it. I got shit that's in this glove that if you own this glove, it ain't the same glove that you got, nigga. This bitch enchanted, nigga. You know what I mean? I'm on some other type of shit. So, but it's a form of energy vampirism through attention, taking everybody's attention. Everybody focused on me, not realizing they fueling everything that I'm doing. You see what I'm saying? That was so. Those are examples of some of the ways that I employ using forms of chaos energy to manipulate other people to get them to collapse me within their reality or their existence to carry out a goal. But be ambitious. Like I said, be ambitious on this shit. Set goals. Have a purpose. Have an intention behind the shit that you're doing. And have fun with it. You know what I'm saying? Be excited about it. Be excited about being all powerful. Be excited about tapping into the unlimited potential that you have within your genetics, within your mind, within your imagination, within the abilities that you have to create visualizations of anything that you can imagine, anything that you can dream of. You see what I'm saying? And go with that shit. Put the pedal to the metal. You know what I'm saying? Go balls deep with this shit and just rock this shit out with restraint. Putting order to chaos. Understanding that, like I talk about a lot, this comes with responsibility. You know what I mean? You don't want to be willy-nilly with this shit because it can become disastrous. So you got to be a sound mind, body, spirit, mind, all that old type of shit. You know what I mean? Whatever, you know what I'm saying, words you want to put to the shit. But be mindful. With great power comes great responsibility. So, what else? Like I said, this is a video. I'm letting chaos energies flow through me. So it ain't really no one set goal, one set topic I'm talking about. So today, you know what I'm saying? Like right now, for example, this is all off the top. The sun ain't out, right? You know what I mean? The sun ain't outside right now. So, you know what I'm saying? Serotonin flow for most people is going to be low. Most motherfuckers, it's Friday, but it ain't payday Friday. You know what I mean? So most motherfuckers is droopy down. Niggas probably stayed up, watched the game last night like I did. So they kind of tired, whatever. So how would you know what I mean? We're not getting the sunlight, right? You know, so we need that shit as melanated people. You know what I mean? That fuels us and we absorb that, drink that energy or vampirize or parasite off the sun. You know what I mean? A form of vampirism. You need to know that shit. So how would what do I need to do to replace that? How would I do it? So one thing you can do, like I said, your mind makes it real, right? Think about this. You can pull up an image of the motherfucking sun on your phone, right? We all got access to phones and pictures and whatnot on Google, whatever. Take that phone, bring up the image of that sun, meditate on it, look at it, and create the physical sensation of you being imbued with sunlight. Feel yourself getting warmer. Feel your melanin start to absorb that radiation. Feel the tingles or the sensation of the sun rays hitting your beautiful, you know what I'm saying, skin. You know what I'm saying? Feel your heat rising in your body. You can create these feelings within the mind. You don't need the symbolic representation of the sun to physically be in the sky because none of that shit exists out there. It exists where? Here. The mind makes it real. And with this Infinity Gauntlet motherfucker, reality can be what I want it to be. Use your imagination. You know what I mean? If you want to get real funky with this shit, look at, you can fucking trance out to the color orange. Use that. Take that motherfucking color orange and then look at that and replace that as the sun and imbue yourself with radiation that you would get any day outside if the sun was out. You can do this. Understand that. You don't necessarily need the sun to be outside for you to get the same physical benefits from that shit. You can create that shit with the mind. You can create that shit within your mind. You know what I'm saying? It exists within your subconscious mind. You projecting it out. And nothing outside of your subconscious mind exists that's not under your control. That's not under a form of your manipulation, whether you're conscious of it or not. Understand that. So that's about find out creative ways to get things done, to do, to, you know what I'm saying, accomplish a goal, so to speak. You know what I mean? So, for example, a lot of other things that I do to try to strengthen that ability, right? You know what I'm saying? You want to test yourself, right? So, if I'm driving and it can be a day like this, but I'm like, fuck that. I'm about to attract a fucking cherry red fucking Corvette. And I'm gonna find that motherfucker. It's gonna come to me. It's gonna make this stuff manifest within my reality because I'm willing it into existence, right? But I'm not just using intention. I'm not just using my willpower. I'm using the feeling of frustration, right? And the feeling for frustration for me is the color red, right? So I'm just feeling like I'm upset, right? But I'm transmuting that energy, that emotional feeling of anger or sub emotion of fear from anger, or as anger, and I'm using that energy, right? I'm changing it. And I'm using the same momentum what that energy represents, anger, and I'm using that to fuel my intention and my willpower to collapse that cherry red motherfucking Corvette within my reality. Just driving down the street, and I'm not stopping till I see that motherfucker, right? So what happens? A lot of things, how I do this, I start thinking the colors red. I start thinking anything that represents red. Blood, stop signs, fucking brake lights, anything within my environment. If I find I'll just see it, just jump out, right? That all of that is doing is building the intensity, building the strength and momentum for me to attain my goal and collapsing that cherry red Corvette into my reality. Because I'm angry. I'm using that anger, that frustration, taking that, transmuting it. Because we're wizards, we're fucking sorcerers. Understand that? Alchemists, and we're using that same fucking energy signature of anger to fuel our will and our intention. The feeling, generate the feeling, right? So I'm thinking of the color red. I'm looking for things that's red. All that jumping out. Ketchup. Anything. Fucking reality stone. Anything that's red is jumping out. So I'm starting to see red cars. I'm like, that's a sign. That's just it. It's coming. More red shit coming. More red cars coming. But it ain't the cherry red fucking Corvette. You know what I mean? Also forms of like probability manipulation. If it's sunny outside on like a weekend, probability will, you know what I'm saying, you might see some shit like that. But no, I don't want it to be some easy probability a day like a Friday or Saturday night or afternoon or some shit like that. Maybe, you know what I'm saying, more probable to occur, more probable to manifest within my reality. No, I want it on a day like this when it's fucking dreary outside, it's slightly raining, and it's cloudy and shit, you know what I mean? It ain't real fucking chipper outside. Most motherfuckers are like, fuck it, you know what I mean? I mean, it's a weekend coming with, you know, whatever, you know what I mean? But I'm like, fuck that. I want it to come today. So I'm seeing red cars. I'm seeing words or just expressions of what I would deem to be the color red. You know what I mean? I'm looking at people. I might be thinking about people getting mad, upset, and angry in my mind. Like anger, like the Incredible Hulk. But instead of being green, I'm thinking that nigga turning red, like the Red Hulk. You know what I'm saying? Getting angry, getting mad, heat rising. And lo and behold, you keep thinking about that shit. You keep seeing the correspondences or the confirmations of your thought condensing into fucking matter itself. Boom! The cherry red motherfucking Corvette. Some white dude and his fucking wife or fucking bimbo slut whore bitch he fucking at his job and shit out here. You know, whatever. That ain't the important thing. The important thing is you created your reality. You brought that into your existence with the strength of your mind, fueled with the emotion of anger. You transmuted that anger into useful energy to fuel your willpower and your motherfucking intention, and you collapsed it into your motherfucking reality. Your mind makes it real. Reality is what you say it is. Ambition happens all the time. Come up with ways, your own motherfucking way. I'm going to use my example. You can use my shit as a framework, but your way is the best motherfucking way. For you, for your personality, your psychological makeup, whatever, your astrological sign, whatever you attribute your, you know what I'm saying, your abilities to, whatever it is. Come up with your way to strengthen your own abilities to, you know what I'm saying, your own strength or whatever it is that you want to focus it on. And watch what happens. It will happen. You understand that? And when it will happen, own it. Take responsibility for it. Embody it. Put your chest out like, yeah, I did that shit. Don't be like, well, damn. Was it a coincidence? Thanos, nigga. The Rogue Titan has no doubts in the shit that he manifests. Understand that. Why should you? The same motherfucking primal shard of chaos that I embody, and that I put into everything that I think, everything that I do, everything that I say is in you. It's the same thing. Are you fertilized? Are you fucking putting order to that chaos energy? Are you utilizing that shit to useful energies and shit like that? Are you know what I'm saying, creating avenues for ways for you to expand that shit and grow and to become even more stronger than you are today? Are you challenging yourself? You know what I mean? That type of shit. You know what I mean? You gotta have fun with this shit, but you gotta challenge yourself on it. You know what I mean? Like, for example, go back to Infinity War, the beginning of the movie, when I smashed that nigga Incredible Hulk, right? Nigga, I ain't used the Power Stone, nigga. You know what I mean? That nigga came up on me and shit. I have a Hulk, Loki said. Boom, nigga rushed me and shit, right? You got my niggas over there. Nigga, let him have his fun. Because they know. They know what's about to happen, nigga. They know I'm about to get busy. And they know I love to motherfucking have to flex on some shit. I like the, you know what I mean? I like the tension. I like the aggression of a motherfucker thinking he can come fuck with me. Of a motherfucking thought form of fear and limitation, thinking he can have some type of hold on my subconscious mind and keeping me from attaining a goal. Keeping me from stopping my ambition. No, motherfucker. Beat this motherfucker ass like I did. That's how you should attack your motherfucking fears. That's how you should go within your subconscious mind and do your motherfucking shadow work. With no fear of failing. Failing is not an option, nigga. Feel me? You know what I mean? And body slam that shit like I body slam that bitch ass nigga. Let that nigga limp. You know what I mean? That's the type of shit you gotta do. That's what I'm talking about. So when you see the Infinity War, when you see Endgame, and you focusing on Thanos, that energy that everybody, that humanity is focused on Thanos, on the Mad Titan, is redirecting, absorbing, focused on me. That's who I am. That's what I embody. See what I'm saying? Use that energy. I'm using that energy, right? Storing it, funneling within my chakra system, right? I might want to put that shit, that energy that y'all giving me on the stream, right? Put that shit in my root chakra for later use. For some ritual shit I might want to do that night. I might want to fucking combine a Goetia, the clip off, with my Necronomicon nigga. And my own fucking servitor entity. On some motherfucking, we about to work together on some Supreme Team shit, you know what I mean? That type of shit. Whatever. I got that plan coming up. So be creative with this shit. Understand how vampire magic works. Make it work for you. You know what I mean? Make that shit useful energy for your everyday lifestyle. Make it practical. You know what I mean? Make it simple. But above all, be confident. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter who the fuck I'm talking to. One nigga or a billion people, white, black, yellow, skinny, whatever. It don't matter. My confidence is self-generated. You understand what I'm saying? How confident would God be if he was speaking? You hearing him talk now? Ain't I confident? You know what I'm saying? You know who I am, right? I'm the Rogue Titan, nigga. I'm the Mad Titan, right? You know me, right? Like my nigga Kevin Durant said, like you know who I am, right? You know that, right? Look what that nigga did last night when the motherfucking pressure got on that nigga. He showed out. Just examples of motherfucking. Sometimes you need to be challenged. Sometimes you need to look in the mirror and reclaim who you are. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you need to talk to yourself and boost your motherfucking self up. Like, nigga, I'm that nigga. You know what I mean? I'm that bad bitch. Or whatever. You know what I mean? Whatever. Whatever you need to do to boost yourself up, do it. But be ambitious. Set goals. Attain those goals. When you attain them, set them higher. Put more pressure on yourself. Because what is pressure? Right? What is pressure doing to chaos? It's creating the diamonds. It's transmutation. It's an alchemical process. Right? That's why you, as God, is in flesh and matter. Condensing. Putting in more energy that's going to create a new expression of the chaos energy that you are and that you embody and that you use to do everything that you're doing. Just think about that. And stop thinking of this world as being a prison. Because for niggas who saying that, right? I'm talking to my niggas. I'm talking to my niggas who really take that Gnostic shit literal. instead of looking at the symbolic representation of what it means for you, not for the world, nigga, for you, right? If you think y'all above holding you here hostage and the demiurge got you trapped in flesh and oh my god, I'm human and I'm in this fucking meat suit, there's no way out. If you think that, if you believe that, it is. Your reality is what you make it because you God. That's how strong you are with your imagination. So if you believe you being in prison down here, you create a jailer. That's a weak ass mindset, my nigga. I understand the symbolic representation. I understand the mythology, the story. Get it. But if you literally believe that, then it is. Right? And nigga, guess what I'm doing? Nigga, I'm taking the road to yard above, nigga. And my niggas who work for me, my demiurge niggas, we gonna keep you down here chained up because you believe it, nigga. That energy you putting into these archetypes, nigga, I redirect all that shit, nigga, and I become it, nigga. And I will subjugate your ass just based on that belief system because you should know better, right? You a God, right? How the fuck could God be in prison against his will? Nigga, when you creating all of this shit, nigga, this whole simulation is coming from where? Your motherfucking subconscious mind. I know I'm using a mind gym on niggas wiping their memories away, but damn, nigga, stop giving me so much motherfucking credit. I mean, come on, my niggas. So, don't fall into that thought process. But it's easier said than done. And it ain't for me to motherfucking convince you with that shit. You gotta do the work. You gotta do the shadow work within yourself to prove that shit to yourself. You know what I mean? And doing shadow work, nigga, you gotta take off sprinting, running before you can even walk, nigga. You gotta see without eyes, hear without ears, taste without a mouth, run without legs. You gotta use your motherfucking imagination and your creativity, and you can't just believe in yourself, not knowing yourself. You better act on that shit. You have to. There's no choice. Understand that. Ambition. Titans of ambition. You know what I'm saying? Be ambitious like I was in attaining these motherfucking infinity gems, whether in the comic book or the movie. Nigga, I got them shits. What you gonna do it when you get it? Are you gonna feel like, you know what I'm saying, how they wrote me off in the book as being like, oh, I got a subconscious motherfucking weakness where I don't feel like I'm worthy of attaining this shit. So I'm just gonna give it up to Nebula and let her just fuck it up, whatever. Reverse that. Because what that's trying to do and putting into the thought form of the programming is that when you attain divinity and godhood truly and embody this shit like I am, that somehow it's a caveat for that you're not worthy of it. To who? Who you gotta motherfucking prove that stuff to? But you, motherfucker, you looking in the mirror, that's who the motherfucker you gotta convince of anything. Fuck anybody else, fuck whoever. I don't give a fuck who it is. Wife, husband, daughter, son. None of that shit mean anything unless you convince yourself of that shit. And that's it. That's where it stops. That's where the proving to yourself or proving to anything stops. Understand that. But understand that with great power comes great responsibility. You know what I'm saying? What I got? Fucking found this book. I had this shit in my trunk for like 2 years. This is a good book. The Soulless One Cloning a Counterfeit Creation. You got some good shit in it. Like I said, don't just take this shit literal like you fucking subjugated down here, man. I mean, because nigga, I will take full advantage of you for thinking that. And I know just what to do to you too. I'm doing it not to do. But I don't need to. Stop creating motherfucking avenues for ways for you to be exploited and manipulated. You know what I mean? I don't just do better. Think more highly of yourself. You're more powerful than you think. You know? So Friday, you know what I'm saying? Next Friday or whatever, you know, we all know the end game movie coming out. So I'm gonna be giving y'all like a little preview of the movie or whatnot. I'm gonna start doing more shit. I'm gonna start doing more action figure motherfucking you know what I'm saying, breakdowns and shit on ways that I take these different characters like Super Perfect Cell and how I can, you know what I'm saying, tap into the deific mask or what he represents for me and take those attributes and powers and become them, like on the astral. Like I would just become that nigga. I put them on my altar. Anything I put on my altar is a vortex, and I become it literally. Like this motherfucker who know me tap into me when they on the astral, and I become nigga what I am on the astral, like on my altar, whatever I decide to put on there. So just know that. Have fun with this shit, nigga. Nobody feel like this. I don't like to toot my own horn, but I do sometimes. Cause I talk shit, cause I back it up, cause I do motherfucking work. But I don't really know if y'all niggas know any other motherfucker making videos talking the shit I talk that's having as much fun with this shit as I am. If you do find that nigga, salute that nigga, send that nigga my way, nigga. You know what I'm saying? I'll pop a bottle with that nigga. I don't drink, but I'll drink with that nigga. I'll smoke something with that nigga, whatever. If you know that nigga, if he out there, send that nigga my way. But I'm having fun with this shit. It's fun being a type down here. It's fun being a guy down here in your motherfucking reality that you create from your subconscious mind, where you bending and shaping and molding matter itself or reality to itself, to your motherfucking willful desire. But learning how to take your feelings of love, of whatever, hate, or fear, basically, and transmuting them to make it useful. You know what I mean? Taking anger and all the emotions that humanity deems negative, taking the energy that they embody and transmuting them with your imagination for useful ways the way you want to use them. You know what I mean? And don't accept limiting belief systems or thought forms. Like, for example, you never in your motherfucking life forever, ever see me either on Instagram talking the shit I talk, on YouTube, whatever. You ain't never gonna hear forms of limitation. You ain't never gonna hear me talking about shit about some white motherfucker, white supremacy, white privilege, and woe is me, why niggas can't overcome, why we need them to do this so we can have better water, better education, better economic. You ain't gonna never hear that weak shit, cause that's soft shit. If you a part of that soft thought form shit, stay over there, nigga. Keep thinking that shit, cause that's salting the meat for me to absorb your ass. For me to do what I want with you, with this shit, nigga. I'm a walking infinity gauntlet. Living embodiment of that shit made flesh. And if you a weak ass, soft ass nigga who got those beliefs, nigga, by all means, go. Nigga, keep thinking that shit. Keep doing what you doing, nigga. I appreciate it. You get my support. Dude, I'm putting your ass to work on the ass with this shit, nigga. Until you grow and raise yourself up and self-actualize yourself that you the God of your reality. Yeah, I'm like, you know what I'm saying? That's why I was here, nigga. I'm an archon, nigga. The demiurge. So, understand that. You ain't never gonna hear me talking no shit that you can't accomplish something, that you can't do something. There's no excuses. God has no excuses. You just do. You create shit. You do that shit on your worst day, and you be doing it right now. Look at it. Look how fucked up your life was, right? Look at how you made it. You hearing niggas like me talking this shit to build up that motherfucking that memory of you being who you are, who the fuck I am. You know what I mean? That's what the fuck you supposed to be doing. So you're not doing that shit. You're not consistent with this shit. This shit is consistent. I'm consistently hitting y'all niggas with shit. I'm consistently coming with new creative ideas and imaginations and visualization techniques to keep strengthening that energy that you are. Keep strengthening that fucking chaos energy that you embody, that we all work with, and that we all talk about. The unlimited potential. There's no limit to this shit, right? Or is it? And if it is, you created it not for him, not for everybody else. For you, nigga. And fuck you if you think that shit. That's disrespectful to your motherfucking self. That you got a limitation, that you can't do this. Now, mind you, for example, I'm not a handyman ass nigga, right? Don't ask me to come fix shit up on no car, right? Fix some damn broken ass shelf in the house. Nah. But if I want to, I can make that shit my one of my strengths. I don't choose. That's not my thing, right? But I'm not limited to that. Like, oh, I don't know. It's not that I don't know how to do it. I don't care to know. So I got a choice. That's just me. You know what I mean? I'm not some nigga that's gonna fix tires and change oil. No, that's not my bag. But if I want it to be, it is. With great power comes great responsibility. Think like a scientist, act like a priest. Right? I'm done fucking with y'all niggas this week, man. I think I got enough out. I made 3 motherfucking videos this week, man. It's kind of a lot, right? So, but man, this is more and more momentum, more and more correspondences and confirmations with different people, just being able to tap into telepathic thoughts with individuals all over the world. Because there's no such thing as time and space. It's all here. You know, just having fun and being responsible and just knowing that you've grown and evolved and you can see the progression every day, every step of the way, every breath that you breathe, every step, every chance encounter you meet with people, every interaction you have with humans, all that shit, man. It's fun. You know? So understand something. When you watching that motherfucking Infinity War, when you watching the end game, when you thinking about Thanos, nigga, when you thinking about a Titan, the man Titan, when you whatever, whenever you read across a book and you see those words, when you hear people talking about it, all of that shit, all that energy, all that intention they putting on this shit belongs to me. Cause reality is what I say it is, nigga. And I'm a walking embodiment of that shit. You know what I mean? If I see one of you niggas out here copying this shit, you know what I mean? I know, nigga, you my clones. You know what I mean? I know that this shit come from me. This shit don't come from no motherfucking body else, nigga. Find another video and the nigga doing what the fuck I'm doing right now. If you do, that nigga clone me, nigga. Somebody got cloned. I gotta find a way to bust that shit up. You know what I mean? I'm gonna have to talk to Bobby Hemming on that shit. Nah, we gonna bust this shit up, nigga. You clone the sentence or whatever. Nah, don't take that literal, motherfucker. I'm having fun. I'm talking shit. I'm just saying.